Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Mays. Running to Green. Brings into the open. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Second down coming up. On the move. He's stopped after picking up one to the 23.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Snap from the gun on third down. Gets it out fast. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Can't get him to the ground. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Bring in the heat. Quick strike complete.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by the this giant defensive tackle.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Pressure coming. Finds his big tight end. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, fourth down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And that's a good sight to see from this defense. Last week, they gave up a ton of points in a loss. This week, get a deflection early. Hopefully see the ball a little bit better, play the passing game better. This defense definitely has to improve from what it was a week ago.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Mays. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll try to power their way ahead. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Off the play fake on first down. Oh, they're after him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Right on target this time. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid off.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Out of the gun to give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short, got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Mays. Still running up the 40. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. We've reached a break. It's Washington holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Quick release by the QB. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Out of the gun, the inside give. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabs it in the middle. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
3rd down. Red zone play. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Here he goes breaking the pocket. As they say, touchdown, first down, or get down. He gets down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting out the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Breaks the tackle. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sandoval. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
Wide receiver going in motion. On the run, it's Sandoval. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the tailback. Got the first down and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Wolverines are in the hurry up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout, Washington.
And the Wolverines are on the move. Let's go! And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Takes the handoff. It's Patterson. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. The field goal is no good. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Here's the pressure. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Here's the handoff. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
To the air on second down. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got the quick pass. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the shotgun, the inside give. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. They're looking to pass from the red zone. It's complete on the right side. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They'll move the tight end. Gonna swing it on second down. Oh, he makes the catch. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. He's got it on the run. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. One more snap coming before halftime. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. This is now a 7-point game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Washington about to put it deep to start things in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. He wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time. Got some room to run.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Defense looks as if it's coming. Looking for room. It's Mays. There he goes. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll give it to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Mays. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
Has to get there to move the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, blowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Past the first down marker and still running. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Hines is way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Back to pass on second down. With the catch, it's Mayer. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to take a shot on second and short. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Wolverines want to move quickly.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Wolverines come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Gives it on the option. Runs through a tackle. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Puts it out of the air. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. He'll get that one
would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs.
Get set. Ready, go.
They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Okay,
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll send the tight end in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Zings it complete to the right.
Yeah, and we talk about tackling as a defense all the time. 3rd down, money down. They catch the football. Nice job breaking on it, getting them on the ground, and not allowing any yards after the catch.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Between the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas A&M is putting on a show offensively. Feels like they've been gigging them since the first whistle. They're up by 31 over Oklahoma. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Really nice 1st down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run play action. It's complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
Rush is on him. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fakes to grab. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football all week.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. On the ground, it's Rasmussen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Line is set on third down. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. They've got the screen set up. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
Really good job on the defense, understanding third down, the situation of the game. Play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a fourth down.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Here's a heat. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read.
And I'll tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Check. 3:25.
Motion from the wideout. From the gun, running back gets to give. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this this drive moving and give them a first down.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Wide receiver going in motion. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Looking for more room. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Huskies. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Caught over the middle. It's Mayer. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. This time it's complete. Tackled there by the defense. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Motion from the wide receiver. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Gets it out quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Eighth play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
First part of the equation complete with the touchdown. Now the 2-point try if you want to make the deficit just a field goal. Wants to pass. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the fourth. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try to get it back while they're clinging to this lead. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Right on the money. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Rasmussen. Turning it on. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football.
Makes the grab, he's got a first down. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship, and winning a national championship